Hi, my name is Kevin Johnston, and we're going to be looking at my project and portfolio 4, Final Level with Gameplay. For my level, the idea is that you're here as a paladin, and you are going to claim your Hammer of Light. I attached a helmet to the player to make him feel more like a paladin. In the garden, you cannot go further than this, and you'll see that the bushes shape a staff on this side, and a hammer on this side. As far as the player can see, it's always grass and trees. If you look over, and there's the Hammer of Light that you're supposed to collect. Once you walk up to it, though, it goes to a cutscene. A wizard shows up, says you're not going to get it that easy. He also mentions his staff is lost, which is optional quest 1, and he mentions that there are useful tips laying around, which is optional quest 2. Optional quest 3 is these mana towers you see here. You can destroy them with the light power that I created, and they will drop a mana orb that you can collect. This is a checkpoint. Once you hit that, the next time you respawn, you'll come back here, and this is one of the wizard's notes. He hints that you can destroy the mana towers, and the place is entirely filled with water, which is why I had these little areas that show water flowing into the building. So here we go. Alright, that lever is just so when you do your second lap, you can manipulate this thing. We're going to go down the main path. Okay, so this is room 1, trial 1, the spinning floor room. All rooms have a little cutscene that take the player controls away and introduce the area. In this area, each spinning floor is triggered by its button or the one it's connected to. The one I just did was necessary because that middle path has to connect back there, which is what that note hinted at. If I were to fall into the water right now, it would put me back at that checkpoint and reset all of these platforms. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to lose my progress, but I will demonstrate that shortly. Here you have to do this twice. If you just run across, you will not have a path. Just have to be careful with your movements on this place, or you could get messed up. So now that I've hit this checkpoint, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this one so we can see it's at a different angle. When I fall in, it's back to where it started, and I came to that checkpoint. The elevators are triggered by standing on them. I just attached the levers in case you accidentally send one, and you need to call it back. You can see that extra mana tower in the right corner up there. I'm not going to get it in this playthrough, but that is one of the optional things you can do. If I were to do it, all I would have to do is walk to that other end there and go down that elevator. There's a collision box that tells the game that I finished that area and closes this door and opens it. Alrighty, and mana towers. So there is extra paths, but I'm going to go ahead and finish the level. The wizard is up here without his staff, and he says different things depending on if you have the staff, the hammer, both, or neither. So now he's going to say you didn't find my staff, and I can go ahead and grab the hammer if I want. Now when I grab the hammer, it's actually going to be in the player's hand. It will no longer be in that place, and it's going to pull up the in-game stats and then the in-game screen. Okay, so the player now holds the hammer. I can't control or move them. These are my stats. I haven't found the staff. 5 out of 10 mana towers destroyed. 3 out of 8 wizard notes. 1 out of 3 paths completed, and I died 1 time. So if I close this, I'm going to have all these options: resume, restart, quit, and I'm going to go ahead and resume. But when I complete all 3 paths, that resume option will not be there. But now that I have the hammer, the wizard's going to say something different. I didn't find a staff, and, oh, the Hammer of Light suits me. Begin my quest. And he tempts me again to please go find the staff, which I will. I'm not going to go right back to him to save time in the video. A little hint, not all dead ends are truly dead. Through the invisible wall. And here we go, we find the staff. So the next time we see the wizard, he will have the staff in his hand, and he will be very happy. Checkpoint and lap 2. So we're going to take the water room this time, which is controlling the level of water with levers. The door closes behind us once the room introduces. Alright. And the lever will pull the water up. If we are to fall in, it's going to make that dropping noise and reset the area. Raises a path that you can actually walk across. And you can stand in it as long as it's not up to your neck. I did add a little thing on tick. I will show off that if you're standing in the water while it rises, once it gets to a certain point, it will go ahead and respawn the player like normal. But take us turned off as soon as the timeline is finished, whether it's going up or down. So it's only active while it's moving, just checking if the player is in the water and it's up to their neck. Alrighty, and we are done with the water path. Collision opens the door and lets the game know I am done, and I can go back if I want to right now, but as soon as I touch this collision, I can't. Alright, and we're going to go see the wizard real quick. And now he's got his staff. He's very happy. And he tells me not to swing this thing, just implying that I can't really use it yet. It's just for looks. Let's do this last path really quick. I think I'm running on 7 minutes already. Alright, and a tip for each area is in front of them. Okay, little cutscene here. That's a red herring. And this area has 2 paths as well, which this note is going to hint at. Oop, and I didn't get the note. I'm going to call the elevator back. Okay. So I think I just got the last note. That should have been the last note. I thought about putting one up there on that red herring elevator. If I had taken the other path, I would have been able to get the mana tower. I'm not worried about that right now, for time's sake. And there is a view always outside in trees. You cannot step outside the wall. There's an invisible wall, just in case the player tries. Alright, and we're going up. This is our final time. We've done it. The wizard's happy still, and we're going to finish the game. This time, the resume button will not be there. So we finished all 3 paths. We got all the wizard's notes, and we can only restart or quit. So let's see, restart just to make sure it works, and boom, the game is fresh, new, and everything is set. So that is my game. I had a lot of fun making this, and I put a lot of work into it. I hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you.